Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, so um, okay, so I'm just getting up on here talking, just to talk. Some stuff ran across my mind. Um, what a couple of some stuff just ran across my mind, a few minutes ago, and whatever, different things. So I'm just like, okay, let me just say things real quick. What I want to say. Um, Okay, yeah. So one thing that I want to say is, how some people like I'm not on like YouTube a lot, looking at videos and whatnot, but I do stroll through, and if the title or whatever, catch my attention, you know, I'll um I'll look at it, I'll look at the video, watch the video. Now, when it comes to people being live, like doing live videos on YouTube, that's what I noticed. Doing live videos on YouTube, like I get it, but I don't get it what I'm about to say. How some people and I think I mentioned this before, but people they stop doing whatever they doing, speaking, teaching, reading. They stop doing all of that because the likes don't really line up with the views. So say, and then most of them, of course, know like, hey, it's not going to be 100% accurate. Like, it's not going to be 30 people watching and then 30 likes. Like, I understand that. Like, they know that part. But when it comes to like, say, 30 people watching, and then they got like two likes or so, two or three likes, they will, be like, okay, I need my likes up. I need my likes up. So this was just like dawning on me for the past couple of days, like, because I've been hearing that a lot lately or seeing that, a lot lately, even like on replays and stuff like that when I watch people videos after they live. I see you. Yeah, your hand. Wow. Where is Eleanor's hand? It's right here. I found your hand. Yeah. Where are you? Eleanor hands. Where are you? Where's Eleanor? I found your hand. Nice. Here you go. Go back out there. I'll see you later. That's too that's too small for my hand. Did you wipe your mouth and your hands with the wipe I gave you? Go, Eleanor. There. Thank. Okay, see you later. Go see Miss Angela one. Come on. Ooh, Miss Angela want to see. Come on. Come on, Eleanor. You sure what you got? Come on. You want to check the door? See somebody at the door? Come on, get that. Get that cardboard. Yes. Come on, let's check. Okay. Um. So yeah, what I been seeing recently, well, a whole lot of lately, when people stop the message or whatever that they um talking about because the likes don't match the views or it's like a little bit lower. Now, these be the same people throughout a couple of their previous videos. These be the same people that always be like, um, just do, just speak up for yourself, do what you want to do because if you don't do what you want to do, like feel in your heart to do, because you pleasing other people because you worried about how people might portray you, how people might not like you, how people would stop liking you, how people might start liking you. But basically, and I forgot the saying, it's like people want to talk about you if you do it or not. So whatever you're thinking about doing, like in a positive way, talking or just doing your art, your activities, writing a book, starting school, open up a business, going back to school, traveling, leaving a job, transferring a job, a new location, whatever, changing your hair, whatever. It's like people, if that's something that you really want to do, but you like, I ain't trying to do it because people might look at me a little strange, or people might start talking about me, or people might doing this. These be the same people who's like f what anybody say, because they still going to talk about you, whether you start your own business or not, whether you go back to school or not, whether you change your hairstyle or not, whether you um whatever, go back to school or not. So it's like you don't need to be worrying about, or don't be concerned what people think about you, if people like you or not. Just do what you are called to do. Go in your purpose and do what you are called to do, what you feel in your heart that you want to do. Don't worry about people like it or not. It's what you want to do. And of course, God, got to throw that in. Your purpose. So when I hear people say that, which is true, I completely agree with that. I'm like going through that right now, speaking my truth. And when these same people have said that in previous videos, but then they stop reading or speaking or talking because their likes don't match their views, I'll be like, is you contradicting yourself? Like, you worrying about if people like you, if people like what you saying, if people, like what you talking about, if people like this, if people like that. Like, why would you stop? And this takes me back to when I was in elementary school, and I'm in a classroom, and say it's like 20, 25 of my classmates. There's like 25 of us. I'm just throwing that number out there. And this is like fourth, fifth, no, not even fourth grade. I know a whole lot in the fifth grade and sixth grade when um I'm gonna say, like, I don't know, eight, nine people in the classroom was like misbehaving. Like, the teacher would be like, okay, y'all, time to, settle down. We're about to start doing our spelling now, whatever. And then the schools or the teachers that I went to, I don't know if they still do this now in school, in elementary school, but they will and this written in chalk on the chalkboard. Like, today we doing math from this time to that time, spelling this time to that time, language arts from this time to that time, history from this time to that time, free time from this time to that time, music this time to that time. So it would be posted on the board, like the time, start to finish. So when a teacher, and like in between, it probably be like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 5 minutes in between, probably 5 minutes in between, the starting points. So when a teacher is like, okay, y'all, put your reading books away. Now we're about to start doing math. So for some reason, maybe, eight or nine kids, they just like acting up, want to talk now, want to be like, oh, I got sharpen my pencil, got it, so she give like that 5 minute, grace period to whatever. So when it come time to settle down, the teacher is like, okay, y'all, settle down, settle down. So when the teacher start her lesson, it be, like I said, them eight or nine people just want to keep talking, or want to, interrupt the class, or want to burp, or want to fart, or want to sneeze, or want to constantly get up and go shopping their pencil and make a loud noise, want to throw something in the trash. It's like distracting the teacher from teaching. So, and like I'm saying, it's like in a negative way. Like, these, and most of the time, be boys. Yeah, the classmates be boys. They be, like talking with each other, and a couple of times in different situations, I remember the teachers got to separate like students from each other. Like, you always talking to this person, yada yada. So the teacher would move the one boy from the other boy, and they would still be talking and whatever. So what I'm getting at is the teacher would like it be interrupting my lesson plan. Like, as much times as the teacher be stopping to address, the misfits, quote unquote, in the classroom. And, the teacher will always be like, especially Mr. Duncan, my sixth grade teacher, he would be like, empty barrels make a lot of noise. So at first, people ain't get it. Like, I ain't even really get it at first. I had to think about it, because he would say that, but then don't give like no explanation. Like, this mean that, this mean that. And he would say that for like a while. So then, I'm like, okay, whatever. But then, when I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh, okay. I think I know what he's saying. Me being what, sixth grade, that was 11, 12 years old. I'm thinking like, well, I think I know what he's saying, but I ain't gonna ask him to elaborate, whatever. I wasn't really talking like that. But then I think one day he actually broke it down, real simple to break down. Empty barrels make a lot of noise. So all the boy, and wasn't he ain't give no name, but he was just like having us think like, oh, so these little boys that's in the classroom that keep disrupting the class and keep trying to make jokes and keep trying to do this and play around, they don't have too much sense. They might be the dumbest people in the classroom. I mean, I'm just saying. So he was saying empty barrels make a lot of noise. So my thing that I disliked being in them classrooms with like the boys, because mind you, it was the boys. I only think it was a girl that was like interrupting the classroom. But with the boys interrupting the classroom, when I be really trying to like learn or do something. But then the thing that would piss me off was when the teacher would be like, okay, 5 minutes off of recess time, and this all because, it started off with like 8 or 9 people making a whole lot of noise, and the teacher like, everybody settle down, settle down. So then I'm settling down. I'm like, good. I didn't even get up at my desk. I'm like, I'm ready, got my hand on my desk, folded up, like, okay, I'm ready. And then other people, was like making noise. And the teacher would be like, 5 minutes off of recess. And mind you, say recess was like 45 minutes. 5 minutes off of recess. So everybody was like, man, oh, hey, y'all be quiet, yada, yada, yada. So everybody trying to tell everybody to be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So then out of 8 or 9 people making noise, it go down to about four or five people still, disrupting the class, or the subject haven't even started yet. Everybody trying to get quiet, or trying to have people get quiet. Oh my god, and what used to blow me was when people when my classmates be trying to tell people to be quiet, they be like, shh, 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 shh. And I'm like, that's making a sound. Like when you say shh, that's so freaking irritating. And in my head, I'm like, you telling this person to shut up, or shh. We ain't say shut up, because shut up was like a bad word growing up. Like, we heard the word shut up, everybody in classroom is like, ooh, that was like a bad word, shut up. Even now, I don't even like saying that. I don't say it. I just said it now, just for this video. But I don't even say that word, because that's like, no. But anyways, I grew up. That's a bad word, and that's what it's going to be, like a bad word to say. But anyways, so when they be saying the shh, all of that, I'm in my head like, I'm looking at them like, don't you realize you're making noise, more noise when you be saying that? And mind you, say like 5 people saying shh, 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 and it's just like, damn, y'all sound like them cicadas, or cicadas. Yeah, caseta. See, don't it start with the C, casetas? And people be saying I'm saying it wrong. They be like it's cicadas. But don't it start with the C though? Casetas? I might be wrong. I could have sworn them things with the red eyes. Oh my goodness. When I was a kid, I used to play with them things. But and they was out. It seemed like they was out like, unless they another breed, but in the 80s, them suckers be out like every freaking summer. And I used to be playing with them and everything. Like, they was cool. And this was in the 80s. So I don't know what happened between now and the 80s, when they talking about they only coming out every 15, 17 years, because even that is wrong. Because they, shoot, a couple of years ago, they came out one year, I think in 2021, because this is like right after I had my daughter. And it was like 2021, they came out doing that, during the summertime, springtime. Wasn't it 2021? This is in Maryland. And then, because that was around the time, and I was like, all right, I'm about to start going back to the track, because even before I was pregnant and while I was pregnant, I was like walking, going to the track or whatever, So I was like, all right, gotta lose this baby weight. But then, and I was going for like to the track outside for like a couple of weeks, like straight, just walking. I wasn't running. I had her in a stroller and just walking around the track or whatever. And then them cicadas start coming out. I'm like, oh nope. So I ain't even I stopped going outside. I stopped going outside. I was like, I'm not going to the track. And then like months passed, and then, they was like dying down and leaving or whatever. And I remember I was started going back to the track, and I would see them, like dead ones, unalive ones, all on the track on the grass. And it'd be this section where like it'd be like two or three used to always be flying like zoom zoom zoom. I'd be like, like them suckers be flying fast. And I'm like, dang, I thought y'all was gonna be gone by now. What the heck? But anyways, but yeah, that's what them kids would sound like saying sound like them crusaders. But anyways, when the teacher used to be like, okay, another 5 minutes off, so then that means it's 10 minutes off recess. So I used to be freaking blown and upset because I'm like, y'all mother effers is taking my recess away. I'm sitting here quietly, so y'all affecting me. You know what I mean? Like even I wanted some fresh air. I didn't want. I'm being punished by follow because I'm following directions and everybody else is not following directions. Like, come on now. I'm sitting here quietly. I'm listening. I'm ready to learn, whatever. And the other, a couple of people in the classroom, they messing up for everybody. So now we losing recess time because of three or four people want to still talk and want to make noise. So I think the teacher like finally realized that after a couple of times when she was just realizing, or she probably talked to another teacher and was like, you know what, it's unfair for the good kids, and she actually said that when she made a speech. So us, the quote unquote good ones who, sitting here quietly, patiently waiting, following directions, she actually told us, or he, was it Mr. Duncan or was it, I can't remember my fifth grade teacher name. Bradbury Heights, the only teachers I remember, of course, is my kindergarten teacher, Miss Marshall, Mr. Duncan, my sixth grade teacher, the music teacher, of course. Oh my goodness, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, yes, Miss Johnson. The computer teacher, Miss Moore or Mrs. Moore. I don't think she was she was married. Well, Miss Moore. Mr. Hillard, he was the first principal when I was in kindergarten, Mr. Hillard. And then when I graduated, like sixth grade or whatever, well, I missed my graduation. I ain't even go. But when I left, elementary school, it was Mr. Moore. He was the principal at Bradbury Heights, Mr. Moore. Do I remember any other teachers? Um, Miss Stewart. Miss Stewart. Oh my, I think that was the quote unquote witch lady. Oh, was she a substitute teacher? No, the other lady was a substitute teacher, and then yeah, I think Miss Stewart, yeah, Miss Stewart, she was our regular teacher. She wasn't a substitute teacher, but she would come in. She would look, even as a kid. What grade was this? It probably was the fourth or fifth grade. I don't know, but I know she would. Even back then, it was like a witchy thing because people would, or kids would be like, "She's a witch, she's a witch," and she did have like the long nails and like I don't know her makeup. I don't know. It was a bit weird. She probably was like in her 30s, but us being kids, we probably looked at her like she was probably 50 or 60 years old. Because the younger you get, but that's what I realized. Like the younger you are, the younger you get. Hey, the younger you get, we're getting younger every day. Well, that's what's going to happen anyway. But it's like the younger you are, like say you 10, you might look at somebody that's 30 years old, like, oh my goodness, you're so old. But then the 30-year-old, like, what? I'm not old. But I don't know. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so going back to the people on YouTube, like I get it. Believe me, I understand. I'm not biased. I see it both ways. If you giving your energy out, if you taking the time to read, to talk, to address, to like put out some information that you learned, and then a lot of people is watching, but they not liking your stuff, okay, I kind of get it. Like, yeah, well, I'm gonna stop because I feel unappreciated. I feel unappreciated. So I'm gonna stop doing this until I feel appreciated. But think about the people who did like your video, who are still watching your video, who do want to hear what you got to say, who's probably on a time schedule. They probably at work. They're probably on break. They're probably in the bathroom. They probably, got that few minutes or so to listen in. But then they was listening in. But then now you want to stop, and then they like, damn, I got like 10 minutes left. It's just this person, hasn't this person stopped talking, and it's been like 4 minutes. I got, now got 6 minutes left on my break. If they want to start talking again. So I'm like, the other people suffering. So getting back to what I was saying, these be the same people in previous videos who's like, forget if anybody like you or not, just still do you, still do what you gotta do, yada yada yada. But then y'all caring about the likes. Y'all caring if people like y'all. Y'all caring if people like the video or not. Like, just say what you gotta say. The likes will come, the views will come. And then also, cute. I'm about to sorry, I'm watching Baby Boy. Let me rewind that part. I like that part. When Jody went inside the salon and then selling his stuff, and then dude, he was like, "Ooh, yeah," like, what? I said play. Oh my goodness. Stop play. Why is it going back to 17 minutes? See, now my thing, now the remote control messing up. What in the world? Okay, now since I started watching Baby Boy, now I guess I shouldn't have said that. So Baby Boy can be significant to something. Let's see, can I rewind it again? It's at 24:15. I want to go, oh, here go the pink thing. Wait, hold on. This is going to be for like 5 seconds. Thank you. Squeeze my tiny egg from this. Upstage, these bitches up. And you like this girl? Cute. You like this girl? Cute. All right. But anyways, so what about to say? Yeah. So I'm like, what time is it? 2:53. All right. So I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, if you preaching or teaching before, like, hey, just do what you gotta do, don't worry about anybody like you gotta, so you should still don't care if anybody like the or how many people like what you talking about. To me, I'll be thinking about the views. I'm like, yeah, okay, I know I got people watching me. Good. Y'all like what y'all see? Y'all entertained by what y'all watching, by what y'all listening to? Cool. That's like whatever. I'm be concerned about the views. I'm like, I mean, I'm not, but I'm just saying, if I was that kind of person, I'd be like, oh, the views, forget the likes, because anybody can like your shit, but don't even really like it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just like it just to like it. I don't even care what this person's saying, but hey, I'm just like it just to like it. Or like them yes people, them yes mans. Like that movie Pop Star, when the dude, the Jewish guy, whatever, he made some nasty ass, just say pancakes. I don't know what it was, but it was like some nasty stuff. So he was trying to see who his real friends was, so he made it nasty purposely. He knew he messed up. He knew he added a pound of salt, whatever. So he gave it to three people, that's supposed to be his friends. Two of them, tasted it and was like, "Oh, this is good. Yeah, I like this. I like this. It's so good. Oh, what is your recipe? Yada yada yada." And then the third guy tasted it and was like, "What the f is this? Like, this shit is nasty. What?" And then the pop star guy was like, "Okay, yeah, you my true friend. You told me the truth. The rest of y'all just some yes people." So he got rid of the other two guys who were supposed to be his friends, because they talking about they liked it when they really didn't like it. It was just like, come on now, you just saying anything to me just to get on my good side at this point, just to be still in my energy. So I'm like, with the likes, that's probably negative energy that's liking your stuff, and you all worried about the likes. I'd be like, shoot, if you don't give me no like. If you don't like it, if you like it, you like it. Oh yeah, then the people who they just first start off, mind you, I get it, I get it. It's, oh, listen, another thing. Some of these same people will be like, I'ma still talk and do what I gotta do, regardless if it's if it's monetary, if it's money involved. Like a lot of them always bring up God. Like this is what God want me to do. I'ma still give my messages out. I'ma still do this, and they be coming on 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Like I don't care who's up. I just is a message that's I couldn't sleep until I get it out, so I'ma get it out. Yada yada yada. I'ma say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna keep talking. This is what God wanted me to do. This is what I'm gonna say. So I don't really care who is up hearing it right now, and who don't hear. I'm gonna still say what I gotta say. Cool, great. But then turn around and be like, oh, y'all not liking my videos. Why is so many of y'all up on here? I'm gonna stop talking. So I'm like, is you really, So did God tell you to stop talking until you get them likes up? So did God tell you to do that? Now, again, I get it. Now, if you pausing and you not just sitting at the screen, just ranting about the views and the likes, fine, I get it. If you talking about a specific thing and then you say, oh, nope, my likes not matching my views. And then you say, well, I'm not even going to talk about what I was talking about. I'm going to talk about some other kind of stuff because who knows, that could have been something that supposed to happen. Like instead of you talking about um the Matrix, the Matrix. Oh yeah, the Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix. And then you see your views, I mean your likes not matching your views, and you one of them people, you be like, all right, I'm gonna stop talking about the Matrix. Okay, y'all. How about what are y'all eating for dinner? And stuff like that, and then start engaging with the chat. So that's something different. That's like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop talking about what I was talking about, but I'm still talk about something else, but not on the subject where where I wanted to talk about, if that makes sense. Or if you like, oh no, my likes not matching my views. I'm gonna take this time to eat my food, because I've been holding off on eating and I've been trying to eat for the longest. So I'm gonna eat and then look at the chat, but I'm not gonna be talking about, oh, I'm gonna stop eating when my likes match my views. Like what? But if you really was hungry and you really wanted to eat, then eat until your likes come up. And then you can still talk while you eating, like hey y'all, but not talk about the likes and the views, but just talk about, like I said, another subject. Since you pausing on that true subject, you like, I'm talking about something else now. Like, hey y'all, this weather today, like, yeah, this weather is bipolar, yada yada yada. And then people probably be like, what? And then people might start engaging in the weather, like, yeah, where I'm from, such and such. And then I might start a whole new conversation, and that can be for a reason, a specific reason, like things happen for a reason. But for people to just purposely stop because their likes don't match their views, and that's like not fair to the people who actually liked it. And then another thing, this is what I was about to say before I forgot what I was about to say. I mean, yeah, when people automatically, the video cut on, they be like, all right, like, share, and subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm like, damn, okay, the title is interesting, but can you say something first? Can I see what you're talking about? Can I hear what you're talking about before I like this video? Like people like that, I'm just like, damn, y'all thirsty, but these be the same people that's like, oh, I ain't trying, I'm gonna just talk because I want this word out. I want people to know. But then again, these are the same people who probably got Patreon, so they do want it. So they are getting paid. You know what? That makes sense. Now that I see some of these people, most of these people have Patreon. So obviously, now I don't know 100% about Patreon, but I know it's like a paid service. So whoever's on Patreon, whoever subscribed to somebody's Patreon, you got to pay to subscribe or something. So I get it. They probably like, okay, so I see the energies. All right. I see why people are saying, hey, my likes need to match my views because they thinking about the money. They ain't really thinking about the matches. But be like, yeah. And there be some people that's like this is some interesting stuff. I want everybody to know. So I don't care if you like this video live or not, but it's, hey, what I'm saying, I want y'all to hear it. Like I'm not gonna just stop talking because my likes don't match my views. Like, okay, so is your message really that important? Do you really care about the people? Like I said, I be thinking people be blocking their blessings when they do that, because I'm like, especially if I'm one of the people watching the video on the live chat or something, and it say I don't like it, say the chat been on for like 20 minutes, and I just started watching, and I'm 5 minutes in, and the person really haven't said too much of anything, that's like would stand out, and then they automatically stop, like, oh, okay, my views don't match my likes, like I'm gonna stop. And it's just like, well, damn, I wanted to hear some stuff. Well, I ain't gonna keep talking until my likes go up. Who ain't like my video? Who ain't like my live? It's like, oh, okay, you must be doing it for the money. And then they might say, oh no, I'm doing it for the algorithm, so my shit can pass around. It's like, if y'all, man, I'm like, for me, I'm like, I'm the fucking algorithm. I'm like, if you, I know I'm being watched regardless. And then most time, man, these videos, and then a lot of people be complaining. I'm talking about YouTube. A lot of people be saying YouTube be messing with they numbers. YouTube be messing with their numbers. So I'm like, why you don't think YouTube messing with your numbers with the live and the views? Why you on live and then the views? What makes you think that you probably, if your live say 300 people watching, and then you got 30 likes, what makes you think YouTube is not fucking around with you, playing with your mental? What if you only got 100 people watching and you got 30 likes, or you got 100 people watching and you got 80 likes? Hey, that's how my mind be going, because I'm like, I mean, mm, but I get it though. I get it. Some of y'all, it's like, hey, I want that money. I want YouTube to pay me. I want to be officiated, and I get it, because it's, hey, if that's that string of income, that's fine. But I'm like, have it be genuine. Can I take my hoodie off? It's hot. Sure. My son just texted me. Yes. But yeah, so I'm about to get off this live. Oh, and look, I'm about to get off this live, and I have 3230 in, and I have no likes and no views. But is that really true? So yeah, and let me get off because I'm about to start cooking. But is there anything else that I want to say? Well, I didn't even know I was talking about this topic for 30 minutes. But I guess, do I have to sum it up? Um, no, I don't think I got to sum it up. Just basically, just be mindful of the people who actually do like, who actually are supporting and do like your stuff. Don't be an inconvenience to them. But then again, it's y'all channel. Y'all do what y'all want. Y'all can pause, y'all can stop, y'all can do whatever y'all want. It's y'all channel. That's cool. And there's nothing wrong with getting paid from YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, what, like, people, like, man, if y'all only knew, like, the YouTube workers and the computers and the AIs is watching, so they like going to be catering to your likes and your views and everything. And like, some people got subscriptions or subscribers that are fake people. Like, I mean, y'all already know about all that, how all that stuff go. Like, I heard it was something. I haven't heard about it too much now. How people be paying for views and likes or something. So that shows you, like, y'all really shouldn't be worried about the likes and the views, because some of them people who's watching you, or so called is watching you, are fake ass people, or who's liking your video can be fake ass robots and AIs, or really can be negative people. So a negative person, a negative energy is liking your video, and then they energy is showing up, you know, around you. I don't know. But anyways, I'm like, please just have genuine likes. Like if people don't want to like your shit or don't like you, then oh well, still do what you do. Boo boo. But all right, so that's about it. Yeah, to the next video. All right, bye.